Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. And if this looks familiar, then it should, because I was here about a week ago. And this whole area was covered, and that pull-out bed thing was there. And I cleaned this whole area, and if you recall, if you go back, I think it was the 27th, I did this on the September 27th. This whole area was just full of urine stains, and you can see that, well, there's nothing there visible. There's a couple of really nasty, 3 of them over here actually, really nasty ones, and again, they're not visible. This couch was sitting here before, and then there was a bunch of stuff over here as well. And it turns out there actually is a urine stain underneath this couch over here, which I didn't address because, well, the tenant who was moving out didn't want me to move that. But the lady that owns the place, who lives next door, she wanted me to come back and reclean this because she can still smell pee a little bit. I actually can not smell it, except a couple of spots right in here. If I stick my nose right on the carpet, I can smell it slightly here, but I couldn't smell anything over here, and this was really obvious. But anyway, she wants me to reclean the whole place, and I'm gonna be doing these little area rugs here that she wanted me to do those as well, so I'll do that for her. But interesting to see, here I am a week later, and the carpet actually looks really good. There is a what can I say? She says that she can smell something. As I say, I stuck my nose in a couple of spots there. I couldn't smell it. Now, I didn't actually use CLO2 when I did this one. I actually decided to just use what did I use? The Oxy-Dry. And rather than the CLO2. And it was a little bit of an experiment, and I figured if there was an issue, then she'd let me know. She's a regular customer, the lady that owns this place. So anyway, here I am, and she's happy to pay for it, to give it the real serious urine decontamination treatment, which is what it needs. I'll be doing these 2 mats as well. And I did this, of course, I did the whole thing. If you go back and look, there was a very nasty urine stain right over here. Very obvious one, and it's completely invisible, and I can't smell it at all. I stuck my nose right in the area there, and I can't smell it. So anyway, I'm going to clean the whole carpet. Of course, I didn't actually clean underneath. This couch was up over against the wall over there, and the tenant didn't want me to clean under that. So this time the homeowner says, nope, clean everything. So that's what I'm going to do. And interestingly, apparently he told her, the tenant that is, that he cleaned the couch, had me clean the couch, and I didn't. I have cleaned this couch for her a year and a half ago about, and it looks beautiful still, but she had wanted him to clean it, and he didn't, but he told her he did. So yes, isn't that fun? Anyway, so I'm just going to go over a couple of areas here with the Iron Man pad underneath the couch and those area rugs, and then we'll get down to the nitty-gritty here. I'm cleaning with, I decided to use Omega Citrus. Omega has a additional deodorizer in it, and I've also got CLO2 in at 3,000 parts per million. When I cleaned it before, the CLO2 was at my normal 1,000 parts per million, but I really didn't think it was all that bad, so that's why I didn't increase the CLO2. But I didn't charge them for the tenant for the urine decontamination either, so I guess I probably could have just done that. But anyway, I'm back again, and the lady that owns the place is quite happy to have me clean it all, and this time she wants me to do the full urine treatment for her. So this couch is actually sat here since I cleaned it last. So now we're going to go over here, and do these two rugs. This one is actually polyester pile. And then that smaller one over there is actually cotton. So we'll just get those out of the way. Let me brighten up a little bit. Okay, let's move over here. I'll get rid of the area rugs. She thought maybe the doggy had pee-peed in the area rug, but I don't think so. I can't see it. This would have shown a mark. I'm sure it would have. But anyway, I actually said I didn't think she needed to do it. She said, okay, fine. But then I decided I'll do it anyway. I'm not going to charge her for that. She's a regular customer and a nice lady. I'll do things like that for my regular customers. Kind of go above and beyond. I actually really like doing that when the opportunities come along. And anyway, let's. Oh, I gotta put that back. So I did behind the couch. And it's not a light one. I'm using my knee to push it, in case you're wondering. So my back's not involved at all. Okay. So let's switcheroo. Go to the Iron Man. This over here. You know, when we got the call about this, which actually happened earlier today, about going back, I really, of course, you always envision the worst possible scenario, like, oh man, all the stains came back and it reeks in there, and actually none of the stains have come back, and I barely smell anything. But another go. It's fine. I always imagine the worst case scenario when you get somebody calls you back. I remember the first time I cleaned this carpet, it was, I mentioned this in the previous video, this carpet had tremendous stains all over it. Right in this area I'm at right now, there was a really nasty, ugly stain, and I got it out and it has not come back. None of the stains that I had taken out before have come back. It's just really quite incredible how well this carpet has stood up. I'm probably applying a little bit more solution than I would normally, because I really do want the CLO2 to penetrate down the backing. You know, maybe this carpet just needs a little extra overall deodorizing anyway. It's pretty old. And the little doggy, the guy that lived here, had a really cute little black pug. A real sweet little thing. I think her name was Lila. Sweet little thing. But she'd been pee-peeing a lot on the carpet. I'm going to keep an eye on my level there. This is actually a good carpet, you know. This is a carpet that you typically would find in a commercial setting. It'll be in all of them. And very tight, low-level loop. Wears well. Cleans very well with VLM set method. But like a lot of the very low-tile carpets, when you clean them, if you get them overly wet when you're steam cleaning, which is very easy to do, they're prone to wicking. So I'm just going to do a little bit of extra scrubbing right here. This is where the other couch was sitting right here, and you can see a little bit of a wear patch right here. And of course, where the couch is sitting, it's a little bit, well, hardly seen the light of day, I guess. So anyway. Okay, and over this way. Anyway, my customer, the owner of the house, she was telling me that when I did it the first time, they were just absolutely amazed at how incredibly well the carpet had come up. So, and that was, I think that I had already cleaned in her own home a couple times, and if I remember correctly now, the house, which is right beside this, very, very big house, there were some very nasty stains in her house from doggy pee-pee. A real disaster, actually. And they got them out. You know, it's interesting that, and a little bit funny, that often I see comments from guys who are not really all that familiar with how effectively you can clean with the VLM set method and deal with urine. And, well, the simplicity and the consistency of being able to do this and get the results is amazing. And the only reason why there is I'm back here, in reality, the only reason I'm back here is because I didn't use the ClO2. Because if I used the ClO2, then any of those places where there is still an odor would have been knocked down. But you know, maybe I should have made that call at that point. But on the other hand, there's a couple of spots that I actually didn't get access to because the tenant told me not to move the furniture. And there's a couple of urine spots, especially in the other room over there. But anyway, the ClO2 is amazing for dealing with urine. It really does amazing job. Amazing job. An amazing job. It works. That's all I'm saying. Now I put a gallon and a half in here, and I can see I'm actually under a gallon now. I still got that really big room to do back there. Let's go to the beginning. Now, one other thing I should mention, I don't actually guarantee urine stain or urine odor removal, because you can't. There are situations you run across where you simply won't have 100% success, but it's very, very rare that I get called back. I mean, very rare indeed. In fact, I don't think I've ever been called back when using CO2 for odor. But when I did this job, I did decide that I wanted to try to see how the Oxy-All would work. And it certainly removed the urine staining, but because she's saying that she can smell an odor of urine, I'm assuming that it simply doesn't work as well for the urine odor, and that's really not surprising. But anyway, it was a good place to see what the limitations were of the Oxy-All. I won't do that again. I will definitely next time, if there's an odor, obvious odor, and a lot of urine stains, I will simply up the CO2 that I have in this solution, and the maximum I will go, which is what's in here now, is 3,000 parts per million, which for the product that I'm using, which I buy in bulk from Becker.com, is 1 level tablespoon per gallon. It gives me 3,000 parts per million, which is around 3% actually, I think. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, I can't say the carpet's really looking much different because it was already cleaned a week ago, or less than a week ago, so, but, anyway. Interesting to see what the pad's going to look like. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to go over here. Yeah, I've got to put a little less than a gallon in there now. You can't predict the results when it comes to urine odors particularly, but the CO2, if you've got enough of it on there and it contacts the urine, it will eliminate the odor. That's what I found anyway. And the nice thing about it is it's odorless. It's not like there's a smell of a perfumey smell or whatever. It just eliminates the odor. It's stabilized CO2, by the way. But let's get that straight. I know there's people that are out there using just plain old CO2, and there's a difference. Beware of those who tell you to go and get some ClO2, and you can put these tablets in the water and use that. Don't do that. The reason is simple. Stabilized CO2 will dissolve in the water and remain in the water. Not non-stabilized CO2 dissolves in the water and then gases off into the air. And that is not good to breathe. So just beware if somebody's talking about CO2. Hopefully they're talking about stabilized CO2. Just because they have a YouTube channel and have lots of subscribers doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be pointing you in the right direction and giving you advice that's actually good advice. Sometimes their advice is not good at all. Sometimes they'll tell you to use things to clean that are not recommended to use on the carpet, and in fact are even toxic. And why would you do that? I definitely don't know, but that's what some guys do. Okay, so we'll go over here. I'm quite curious to see just how much I pick up on the pad. Well, definitely picked up something. And I bet you if I did it again, I'd still pick up more, but the carpet is looking really good. Mind you, I went underneath that. Plus I did the two area rugs, and they hadn't been cleaned before. Okay, so let's go. Where am I at? I'm at 23 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video now. I don't think I'll video this. You guys get the gist of it. There's only one visible stain underneath the couch over here that I never cleaned underneath there when I was here last week. This couch was sitting here, and there was actually a bunch of stuff sitting over here. Actually, I think there's a bed sitting here. Think of it. And a bunch of boxes and stuff. So this whole area was not cleaned either. But the three big nasty urine stains that were here, they're gone. And I can smell just right in the middle, right there. There's one slight. If I stick my nose in there, I can smell urine just slightly. But other than that, we're looking good. Okay, so I'll let you go. So thanks for watching and have a good day.